Do you know who is known as the father of plastic surgery? He was one of the key figures in Ayurvedic medicine, a holistic system of healing that includes both medical science and spiritual practices. And these surgical instruments were not crude tools. They were well designed for specific purposes. Many of them resemble modern tools.
Punishments for crimes often involved cutting off a person's nose or ears to reconstruct the nose using a skin graft. This was one of the first recorded instances of rhinoplasty, what we now call nose reconstruction surgery. He performed one of the earliest forms of cataract surgery, using a method called couching.
Hello friends, welcome back to Info Channel. Today, we have something truly fascinating to explore. We are going to talk about one of the most important figures in the history of medicine. But before we dive into the details, I have a question for you all, and for Raja also. Do you know who is known as the father of plastic surgery?
I know this one. It is none other than Sushruta.
Absolutely right, Raja. It's Sushruta. But I am curious, friends. Did anyone of you also know the answer? Make sure to tell us in the comments below.
Sushruta's contributions were not just limited to plastic surgery. His work changed medicine as a whole, and today, we are going to dive deep into why he is so important.
Sushruta lived in ancient India, around the 6th century BCE, in what we now know as Uttar Pradesh. He was one of the key figures in Ayurvedic medicine, a holistic system of healing that includes both medical science and spiritual practices. Though we don't know much about his personal life, what is clear is that his writings and teachings revolutionized medicine, especially in the field of surgery.
His most famous work is the Sushruta Sanhita, a detailed medical text that is still considered a classic in the field of ancient medicine. This book is not just a few notes scribbled down, it is a comprehensive guide on how to perform surgeries. It describes over 300 surgical procedures and lists more than 120 types of surgical instruments. Can you imagine how groundbreaking that was back then?
And these surgical instruments were not crude tools. They were well designed for specific purposes. Many of them resemble modern tools, like scalpels, forceps, and hooks, things that are still used in surgeries today. His knowledge of anatomy and surgery was incredibly advanced for his time.
One of Sushruta's most famous contributions was his work in plastic surgery. You see, during that time, punishments for crimes often involved cutting off a person's nose or ears. So, Sushruta developed techniques to reconstruct the nose using a skin graft. This was one of the first recorded instances of rhinoplasty, what we now call nose reconstruction surgery.
Exactly. His technique involved taking a flap of skin from the forehead and using it to reconstruct the nose. This was not only revolutionary in terms of medicine but also in terms of patient care. Sushruta's understanding of how to heal and reconstruct damaged tissue was far ahead of his time.
And it was not just plastic surgery. Sushruta also made huge contributions to ophthalmic surgery, that is eye surgery. He performed one of the earliest forms of cataract surgery, using a method called couching, where the lens of the eye was dislocated to treat the cataract. This early form of surgery laid the groundwork for the advanced cataract treatments we have today.
I am still amazed that these surgeries were being performed over 2,500 years ago, but what's even more incredible is Sushruta's emphasis on hygiene. He understood that keeping surgical instruments clean was vital for the success of a surgery. He recommended boiling instruments before surgery, something that is now a fundamental part of modern sterilization practices. He also advised the use of clean water and herbal ointments to prevent infections.
That is a really key point. Modern surgical procedures rely heavily on aseptic techniques, which means preventing contamination and infection. Sushruta was already promoting these ideas thousands of years ago, way before modern science confirmed their importance.
And there's more. The Sushruta Sanhita didn't just cover surgical techniques. It also provided detailed descriptions of human anatomy. Sushruta believed in hands-on learning, so he trained his students to study anatomy by dissecting human bodies, which was quite rare at the time.
And that is still how medical students learn today. Sushruta taught his students using practical experience, something that remains a cornerstone of medical education. His students were expected to practice surgeries on fruits, vegetables, and even animal carcasses before operating on humans. This hands-on training was crucial in building surgical skills and confidence.
Another remarkable thing about Sushruta's work was his understanding of trauma surgery. He knew how to set fractures, perform amputations, and treat wounds. He even described methods for repairing intestines, treating abdominal injuries, and performing caesarean sections.
What is amazing is that his techniques were not limited to only India. His ideas eventually spread beyond the Indian subcontinent and influenced medical practices in Greece, Rome, and Arabia. Some scholars even believe that Greek physicians like Hippocrates were aware of his work.
Sushruta's influence didn't stop in ancient times. Many of his surgical instruments and techniques have inspired modern-day tools and procedures. For example, the way we plan surgeries today, with careful attention to anatomy and preparation, mirrors the principles laid out in the Sushruta Sanhita.
Even his approach to education, focusing on hands-on experience and practical learning, is still how doctors and surgeons are trained today. His teachings have stood the test of time and continue to be relevant.
The Sushruta Sanhita is still referenced today in discussions about the history of medicine. Modern surgeons look to his work for inspiration, and his legacy lives on in the way surgeries are performed.
So, friends, when we talk about the father of surgery, we are really talking about someone whose influence spans millennia. Sushruta wasn't just ahead of his time, he was a visionary who shaped the future of medicine.
His contributions to surgery, especially plastic surgery, are nothing short of extraordinary. Despite the lack of modern technology, his surgical methods and principles continue to influence the field today.
So next time you think about surgery, remember that much of what we know today started with the brilliant mind of Sushruta.
Thank you for joining us today as we explored the life and contributions of Sushruta. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the history of medicine, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Info Channel for more amazing content.
And hey, don't forget to leave a comment if you knew Sushruta was the father of plastic surgery before we revealed it.
We will see you next time with more fascinating stories from history and beyond. Take care.
Bye.